you can pitch. I will write you down. Perfect. I guess we can start with the official agenda. Nice to meet you all. Welcome. My name is Maya from DRG4Food project. I'm the open call manager, and I will be your contact person in case you wish to apply for the program. I suppose, we will be in contact via various channels. Thank you for joining today's session. Our purpose today is to only briefly go through the open call process. So I will be short with my presentation. The focus today is to allow potential applicants, startups and researchers to offer their expertise, to present themselves to other potential participants, and in this way facilitate introductions. As you know, the upcoming open call is a collaborative one, meaning that we will fund and give support to small consortia of at least 2 to 3 partners. So it's a, let's say, symbiotic partnership between startups and researchers in the domain of food tracking, personalized nutrition, and consumers' food choices. We are here until 12, until noon. The session will be recorded, as I told you a couple of minutes ago. The idea behind is to post the recording on our website, and with your permission, we will also put links, direct links to you, where other potential applicants could potentially contact you for the purposes of the matchmaking for the open call. Once again, welcome, and let's start with our session. DRG4Food is a European funded project in the domain of data-driven digital solutions for responsible food system. What does it actually mean? It means that in our overall project, we have some significant work to do in order to design, to build an accelerator that will offer, we like to say, the ultimate program where researchers, startups, and already established SMEs get together and work in order to build solutions for a more responsible food system. We will be there to help you from ideation and planning to research and development and piloting until, let's say, market launch, the initial, at least, steps. Along the way, we will be offering coaching, mentoring, technical support, access to additional funding opportunities, and different, let's say, individualized support. Our focus in the program is on digital, data-driven, trustworthy by default digital solutions. I will not go into details, as in about 2 or 3 weeks, you will be able to read the full open call documentation and to get to know all the details behind the open call. The overall picture is that we are looking for a small consortium of at least 2 to 3 partners to get together to apply and build and pilot data-driven solutions for the food system. Our targeted domains are personalized nutrition, food tracking, and helping consumers build more responsible food choices. There will be 2 open calls. Our budget in total is 1.9 million euros, and the maximum budget that you can apply for is 300,000 euros per pilot. 6 to 9 projects we expect to fund, depending, of course, on the size of your proposed budgets. Once again, we are looking for small consortia, so 2 to 3 partners from all European, so European Union based, and Horizon Europe associated countries. Don't worry, there will be a full list of countries in the open call documentation. We follow the Horizon Europe established rules, so we go step by step together with the already established norms. Then, who are we actually looking for? We're looking for startups and SMEs in the domain, again, of food, tracking of food, personalized nutrition, food choices that already have at least a solution, a product, an application of at least technology readiness level of 4. So this is the minimum that we're looking for. Then these startups and SMEs, they will get together with technology providers from research labs, universities, spin-offs of universities and technological centers. They get together and they propose, let's say, an upgraded solution application for the open call. Inclusion of technology adopters, so end users, is also welcome in your applications. So one additional end user could be
Maya,
your,
this is Kai. I'm still seeing your first slide, so I don't think it might not be on purpose. So we don't see the presentation.
Thank you for stopping
no
me.
worries.
This is not a purpose at all.
Thanks. Sorry for the interruption.
No problem. Let me reshare. Okay. My screen now.
Yes.
Not in presentation mode. So we see, yeah, now.
Now it is. Okay.
Exactly.
So, as I said, the addition inclusion of end users is also desirable. So you can have a symbiotic relationship among the 3 partners. The maximum budget that you can apply for is 300,000 euros. Of course, when drafting your budgets, you need to be reasonable, and the budget that you are looking for should be should go in parallel and be proportionate to the size of your consortium, to the duration of your program, and of course the expected impact. But again, all the details will be given to you in the open call documentation. We will have at least 2 guidelines webinars to go through each step of the application process to help you understand what are our target domains, to help you understand what kind of technology are we looking for, and of course to explain you, to go into details of our overall overall framework of digital responsibility, as this is the main driver behind our work in this project. Once again, the expected duration of your project should be between 9 and 12 months, and there will be both on-site and online activities, mostly online, and we meet in person on some significant milestones. Again, the maximum budget that you can apply for is 300,000 euros, no equity taken, and no in-kind contribution. Then we will offer you both technological guidance, support, mentorship, and also access to a set of tech enablers through our toolbox. You will have coaches along the way, both the technical experts and also business experts, to help you define your KPIs, milestones for the program, and help you achieve them. And of course, there will be a lot of peer-to-peer networking, and of course, networking with potential end users, customers, investors, and so on. So if you're working in the domains of digital data-driven solutions for the food sector, the program is most probably for you. The open call and the starting date should be the first week of October. The call is open for 2 months, but please don't wait the last day to apply. This is in a way a recommended option. The application will be quite straightforward, so I believe that it will not take you much time to actually apply. Then we will have 2 months span to evaluate proposals, to select them, and to finalize the contracting agreements. And then each one of you enters, let's say, its own but joint program. Again, not all projects will have the same duration. Again, depending on your durations, the program will be tailored for you. Still, some activities remain joint activities. Once again, follow us on our website and social media. Feel free to connect with us via LinkedIn as well. We regularly share important updates about the open call. There will be at least 2 guidelines webinars to go into the details of the open call framework, and at least 1 more matchmaking session to help you find potential partners along for the open call. This is all for my side for today. Now we get to our main program, and this is the actual pitches. The first one on the list is George, if I remember well, from Aqua Biotech. George, the floor is yours. You can start your pitch.
Hi, Maya. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for giving us the chance to present ourselves. I will share my screen. Okay, and then so in the next 7 minutes, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I will present our organization and what we are looking for through the DRG4FOOD. Yeah, I'm George, and I will be co-presenting with my colleague Stella. I am the Business Development Director of Aqua Biotech Group. We are a private company based in Malta. We are an SME. We have a number of 100 staff in-house, more than 100 staff in-house, and we specialize in the sector of fisheries and aquaculture, in the seafood sector. We do a lot of work on consulting on innovation and engineering. And we also have a research center here in Malta, a private research center, that we do a lot of work for different organizations from all over the world, international leading companies, but also key organizations like the World Bank or development agencies all over the world. And we provide different solutions and technical assistance in projects that help develop sustainably this sector. We are quite an innovative company. We have a strong innovation portfolio. Currently, we have a number of projects ongoing, and the vast majority of those projects are related to the fisheries and aquaculture sector, the seafood sector. Main, let's say, innovation priorities for us are circularity, digitization, climate change resilience on food systems, and in general, all the big issues that are like all other food systems, similarly to our sector, fisheries and aquaculture, are challenged today. So we are working in several international projects and European projects through Horizon framework and bilateral frameworks and so on. And we are quite well, let's say, equipped and quite experienced in working in these research and innovation projects. Some projects examples include efficiency, where we were coordinators of one of the largest aquaculture 4.0 projects funded by Horizon. Other Horizon Europe projects that have been funded now, they're looking at circular approaches to the sector, like CPROMED or new technological developments. And two of our most relevant, I would say, projects that have commenced recently is the EU FISH, which is a bilateral project, but the FISH, but also the big another big project, which is called FISH EU Trust, where I will pass on to my colleague Stella to present.
Thank you, George. So FISH EU Trust is one of the projects that we are doing in our RD&I department. So the FISH EU Trust project will establish 5 co-creation living labs in the Mediterranean, North and the Atlantic Sea. This will enable innovation and process validation and demonstrate the project's supply chain solutions, like creating sustainable business models, protecting cultural and culinary heritage, short food supply chains, exploiting underused fish species, and innovative engagement activities to stimulate positive consumer behavior, as well as developing tools and sensors for seafood traceability to ensure consumer trust through a digital data platform. We are hosting one of the living labs here in Malta at ABT. I am the living lab leader of the project, and if you would like to know more about the project, please feel free to contact me or George. Thank you. You're muted.
And as part of the FISH EU Trust project, but also other projects we've done in the past and other projects, what we see, and this is actually where we come from, we see we don't have a solution, but we understand very well the problems of the sectors. And if I could summarize what is sector relevant to us and what we would like to see, what are our challenges, is that the seafood sector has had quite a low integration of digital technologies. Digital literacy across the stakeholders of the seafood value chain is low. And there is a strong, let's say, challenge on consumer trust in the seafood sector. Still, a lot of the consumer trust is based on personal relationships with our local fishmonger and so on. But really, we don't have a systematic or a modern way where we can communicate with consumers and establish that trust with the consumers. And of course, there are a lot of misconceptions and a lot of misinformation going on, without truly appreciating the value of the sector, both in terms of nutrient uptake, but also socio-economic impacts, positive socio-economic impacts. And the consumer demands for traceability and transparency are not, today, they are not addressed appropriately. And of course, the real-time accurate data is also being limited in our sector. Why it's relevant? Because in terms of what we are actually looking, we are not a technology providers, if you like. We are a technology adopter as a sector, so we could cover that part of the end user, and we could bring into very fast into taking a technological solution and applying it in the sector due to the vast experience that, and networks we have in the sector. So we are looking for solutions. We are looking for solutions that have been developed that are within that TRL level, and they are looking to pilot those solutions in our sector, in the seafood sector. So we are looking to establish a use case where a scenario, either in Malta with the local ecosystem, also make synergies with the FishEU Trust, the Living Lab, or other places where the technology has been developed, and pilot that scenario in our sector. And that's it from our end. I hope we didn't go off the time. These are our email address and contact details. So please feel free to contact us if you want to team up with us, or if you would like to know more about the FishEU Trust or other projects that we are working on, or other opportunities that might be out there. Thank you. Thank you, Maya.
Perfect. Thank you, George. Thank you, Stella. You're just in time. The second in our list is Kevin from Elfi app. Kevin, the floor is yours. You have 7 minutes.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna try to share my screen if I'm able to. Okay. Right. All right, everything visible for everyone?
Yes, if we can see it.
Perfect. So let's go. So we are Elfi. I'm here. I'm Dr. Kevin Caillot, and Thomas Tumerel, our CEO, is here with me as well. I assume the position as CPO and CTO at Elfi, and you have my contact there. So I'm gonna start. So our tagline is like, wait is over forever. Okay, we founded Elfi in 2021. We started to launch a first version of the app in 2022. And after a quick consumer assessment, we moved very quickly to a second version, which is currently finishing to be built and will come out in November 2023. And what we want to do is really to build a weight loss app powered by AI. We are a diverse and complementary team, very small team as of now. So Thomas is our CEO. He's a successful serial entrepreneur. He created very successful businesses. We have Laurent, who is our CMO and a very experienced digital marketer and a former entrepreneur. I am myself also a former entrepreneur and a former researcher and an applied scientist, and I assume the role as the CPO and CTO for Elfi company. I'm gonna surprise you, but losing weight, according to science, is actually very easy. What is hard is changing habits for the long run. That's why according to several studies, 80% of the people lose weight but regain it. So it's a huge problem for people, especially when you know all the health consequences of this so-called yo-yo effect. And that's why we created an app based on 3 pillars. The Healthy Match, which is basically your holistic program to lose weight based on nutrition, physical activity, and mental wellness as well. And then you have the Healthy Daily, which is a transformative journey. It's really about self-development. We cover all different aspects, and this transformative journey is really to build your skills and your knowledge for the long run, for the weight maintenance after the weight loss. And because we know that in our modern society, the pace of life is so fast, we created a toolbox where there is several tools to help people organize, like such a meal planner or something to go directly in the drive and order your food. So that's what we created to help the user lose weight, but for the long term. And now we realize that there is very strong wish for ecological consciousness. And that's why we want to empower health the way we do today, but we want to do it while sustaining the planet as well. So we want to strive both ways, continue with our innovative technology to redefine what is losing weight, and also harness data to promote ecological balance. The feature we want to build now on top of what we created is to be able to track real-time footprint, and such as carbon footprint, water, the kind of treatment your food is having while produced, and put everything into a user-friendly eco dashboard where you can actually analyze what you are doing and how to evolve towards more sustainable behaviors. And obviously, we want to create a reward system so that not only the client see, but also the client is like congratulated for being such a respectful person towards the planet. So to do so, we obviously have a lot to do. We budgeted to our project around 297,000 euros. To do what? First, we have to scout a lot of AI talents and tech talents, but also a lot of partnerships, because it's really about the two sides. We need obviously the science, the data science, the food science, but also we need to create all those links with food suppliers to be able to fast track the ordering of the food, the shopping part, as well as the tracking part. And that's the main part of the budget, creating those partnerships and the research and development. But on top of that, we also have to make the app evolve, because we expect a lot of people to join because of this ecological consciousness added to the current solution. And as a former researcher, I cannot stress that enough, but I really want a strong partnership with researchers, not only for our research and development, but also to add new knowledge and new elements to the current state of the art. So that's our project. That's what we are looking for. And I really want to thank you for your attention. Thomas and I are here to answer any question if you have.
Thank you, Kevin. Please get in touch with Healthy app if you're interested in collaboration. Next one on our list is Joanna from Shivca project. Joanna, are you here with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello.
Hello.
Perfect. The floor is yours for the next 7 minutes.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. So I will try to share my screen Just a minute. So I think that you are seeing something, right? And
It's
now
here.
in presenting mode, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Please, you are saying something, Maya?
No, everything is fine. We see your screen.
Okay, cool. So hello everyone. So my name is Joanna. So I'm a researcher, university professor from University of Porto, and also entrepreneur. So I'm here to present Shiftsa. So Shiftsa, it's spin-off from University of Porto and Inestec, that is an associate laboratory. And I'm here also to present what is our mission and how we intend to collaborate with you and within this call. So we are focused into try to solve a specific problem related with the commodities and with the cereal processing industry and commodities processing industry, because there is a lot of challenges regarding the trading activity, because, for example, 29% of the grain that is traded today is traded with mycotoxins and heavy metals and contaminants. And so the market is completely controlled by 4 super traders that control about 90% of the share of the market. And so this is a system that is prone to unfair trading, and also very unsecure food system in terms of traceability, in terms of security, in terms of safety for the consumer. Regarding the presence of viruses, contaminants, microplastics, nanoplastics, and so on. And one of the things that usually happens is that it's very unfair for the industry, and it causes the inflation levels that we are seeing today. Because when these type of companies go to the traders, they ask for certain requisites in terms of quality. And when they bought the shipments, and the shipments came to the factory, so they do not match with the requirements in terms of quality at the time of the trading they bought. So we want to build, and that actually this technology already exists. So it's a data set of fingerprints of seeds and commodities that so allows the food transforming industry to take an informed decision in the moment of buying, of the trading, regarding several types of factors regarding the type of wheat that they are buying. So regarding qualities, regarding quality, regarding the origin of the wheat, presence of contaminants, fair price range. And because we are using also artificial intelligence and also blockchain-based model, so we can also obtain the traceability of the seeds in order to see that is an immutable signature, and we can also look for tuned models in order to see what is the best seeds for each product in the portfolio of the company, and also to reduce, for example, the costs in terms of productivity, and also, for example, to tune the best seeds for a certain customer trend or a specific customer choice. This basically, in terms of technical, this is a platform that has a hardware that is an optical fiber sensor that is deeper into a solution of nanoparticles and microparticles of the commodity, in this case of cereal, and through the scattering of highly focused beam, you have digital fingerprint that is connected to the infrastructure that has our AI-based models and mathematical and physical models that deconvolute all the physical and biophysical characteristics able to identify the matter and the quality parameters of the wheat and the commodity that we are analyzing. So this is a portable device. It's low cost and rapid, and our main aim, and so this is why we are looking and we are aim to collaborate. It's not the technology itself, despite it's very important. It's the data set that we want to build in a worldwide manner with information from our technology and also from other technologies like genomics, proteomics, metabolomics, spectroscopy, and also other climateric conditions and so on related with harvests in order to, for example, help to create new products, new GMO processing methods, for example, help to regulatory conditions, regulatory entities, and so on. And for that, in the left, you have the expertise that we are looking for in terms of researchers, and in the right, you have our collaboration goals that are basically the ones that I said, and mostly focus on pilots where we can join our technology with other technologies. So you have here my contacts. Please feel free to send questions. And thank you so much for this opportunity to present ShiftSA project.
Thank you, Joanna. Everyone, you have Joanna's contact here. And now we continue. Let's double check. I don't see her on the list. Lyudmila Kovalenko from Dr. Kimchi. Are you here? Lyudmila? No. Okay. And then the next one on the list is Sređan from Artfield. And then we have Florin from Bluana. Sređan, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I'm preparing. It's not easy to find presentation when you have 30 windows open.
I see.
Okay, so is it in presentation mode? No?
Not yet.
Now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm CTO and co-founder of Atfield Technologies. We deliver solutions for data-driven management of vineyards, and we founded company at 2017. And probably a good name in 2023 would be not another vineyard decision support software or system, because it's a popular topic for, let's say, last 5-6 years. Our idea is turning vineyards variability into a business advantage. First, to explain why viticulture is so popular among, let's say, agri-tech companies. Grapes are the world's most valuable fruit on earth, so market-wise, they are bigger than apples, like 72 billion euros or dollars. And what is even more interesting is that final product, which is wine, is sometimes 10 times, has a cost which is 10 times about the price of grape itself, because of specific consumer and aromas, and it's the only fruit of that kind which has product. You cannot make like an apple juice which you will sell for $20 probably. Problems are lack of labor, like climate change, risks. Lack of labor, that's because people don't want to work outdoors anymore, and that's something we should clearly say, and it's not easy to solve. But on the other hand, traditional agriculture, especially viticulture, is calendar driven, which means every 7 days or a bit more, you just spray and that's it. Our solution is to have dense in-canopy climate sensing and then modeling with mechanistic models, disease pressure risks, and then advising people what and when to do, like for each plot. We currently have 12 employees, and we've been profitable since inception, with around 30 customers in 8 countries. So, it's probably better if we have more customers in less countries, but by chance we are a bit too spread. This year we had all our customers renew their annual service subscription, which is, I think, the best recommendation for a product. And another specific is that we have fully developed everything in-house, like electronics, radio protocols. We have 10 times lower power consumption than LoRa radio, sensors, backend database, mobile apps, algorithms. And at the bottom, you can see some projects we participated in, some grants we got. And I would just say a few words about 2 projects where we've been awarded for best project execution, like NJ Trublo, which is a blockchain project where we've been among 10 companies from all around Europe, and Bowie, where we've been scored 40 out of 40 points among 36 companies all around Europe. So what is the idea with tracking microclimate? You can see on a picture here that sensor network that we deploy at each of our customers. Let's say it's roughly 1 sensor per hectare. And we're modeling, so for each plot, what is the risk disease, what is the leaf wetness during the day, minimal, maximal temperature, different viticulture indexes, etc. People are now aware that there is some microclimate, but they actually don't have a right way to measure that, and usually think it's, for example, this example is 25 hectares vineyard, and feeling of the owner was that there's probably some 2 degrees difference on different levels, but that's actually easily 7 to 9 degrees in temperature, and often it's 60% in relative humidity at only a couple of hundreds of meters of distance, which means that some plots they could spray only twice per year, some they have to do 4 or 5, and nowadays they usually do 6 to 10 or more. For example, apples are sprayed 20 times per year, which is madness. Now, what do we need? We cooperate with enologists and winemakers. We will need someone who is interested in micrometeorology, what actually meteorological models do. And we think we have plenty of data which could help our customers and finally consumers to get more insights what they eat and what they drink, because most of our customers are actually people who are producing organic grapes and people who are producing biodynamic wine, and they can offer like full traceability with our system, so everyone knows how this grape and wine was treated, what was the process, and we think we just have enough raw data and viticulture related data to show them that they have product which is actually made from really good grape. Some example like data from yesterday. You can see these are just 2 screenshots from our mobile app. September 12th, this is the minimal temperature, and you can see that one of the fields was like 14.4 degrees Celsius, and the hottest one was 23.3. And just day after, actually, that was yesterday, September 13th, you can see that that's not the same field as the coldest one and not the same field as the hottest one. And still there is a variability which is 7 to 9 degrees. And this is not just accident, this is something that happens all the time. And on the graph in the left bottom, you can see 1 monthly overview. These data are a bit older, and every day and every night you have a couple of degrees up to 7, sometimes more. This is enabled by sensor network that we developed, and we wanted to build something which can work autonomously for 10 years without any intervention and send updates. And we wanted to exclude batteries at all. So to exclude lithium as a material from the whole thing. And we have now unique microsolar powered sensing without lithium. That's the only system we are aware of. If you are interested in collaboration, you have my contacts, and if you have any questions, please feel free to send me. Thanks.
Perfect. Thank you, Sređan. And the next one in our list is Florin from Bluana. Florin, are you still with us?
Hello. Yes, I'm here.
Perfect. The floor is yours.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Florin from Bluana. We are a food tech operating in the alternative plant-based industry. Can you see the slides moving?
It's my
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, we are making an alternative for sushi species, meaning salmon and tuna. We started with molecular gastronomy, but along the way, we also developed a technology which is similar with 3D printing, but on industrial scale. And we are making the transition right now from the lab to the pilot. We have delivering through a patented process and industrial equipment, and we have also some trade secrets coming from molecular gastronomy. What we're obtaining, it's a high nutritional density alternative, which is also efficient in price.
Florin, sorry, your slides are not moving.
Yes, okay. I was afraid about that. So I will go out from the presentation.
Can you put them in presentation mode?
Yeah. I will just go to the normal presentation. Yes, I was saying about the technology we are patented. Yeah, so coming back here to the IP, which we have in process in industrial equipment, and the trade secret, 27% less than fish sashimi, and huge margin. With our technology, we can have a very high moist product, high nutritional density, and shelf stability. This is also a modular technology. The slide with the solution snapshot at a higher level, it's of course an environmental impact as a mitigation in a carbon footprint, because we are replacing fish caught from the sea through trawlers and other damaging technologies, with an alternative which also has all the qualities of the fish, and of course its ethical and health concerns. And as a feature, we have sustainable food production, innovation, and consumer food choices. We already tested our solution with more than 2,000 people all around Europe. What we like to find as partners here, the expertise mostly in the food technology and the taste test, sensory research. Also, would be nice to have maybe collaboration in the market analysis and packaging experts. So in the end, the collaboration goals which we are looking for will be to find a partner in developing the technology and accelerate the market penetration. Okay, basically all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Florian. And the next one on our list is Sumia from DigiTouch. Sumia?
Yes. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see me well because the window is behind my back.
We can see you.
Yeah, okay, so I'm sharing my screen, entire screen. Do you see the presentation?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Maya. Good morning, everyone. I'm Sumia. I'm representing my company, DRG4FOOD's. So it was initially formed in Estonia, in Tallinn. And now, since like last year around Christmas time, we have a second office in France, in the beautiful city of Nice. A quick overview about our company. So DRG4FOOD is an ICT company. So we are working towards application of digital technologies in agri-food domain, especially working towards several green deal problems like food loss and waste, then food security, digital product passport, especially for agri-food items. Now, in terms of the background of the company, so we are mainly focused on commercializing cloud-based as well as edge computing-based platforms. It's called Paradise. It's a secure, trustworthy platform for agri-food sector. So we are working towards enabling different use cases that we have developed in several R&D projects like this one, as well as in some other pilot cases. I would say, I would highlight three technological achievements that's relevant for this open call as well as this project. So one is that right now we are working in not only one but in three projects for the assessment of sustainability, and we are performing a holistic assessment in terms of economic, social, as well as environmental impact of food loss and waste practices. The most prominent of this is a Green Deal project called Zero Waste, so Zero W you see here. Secondly, we developed MVP of agri-food product traceability and counterfeit detection. So we did it in a previous project called Blockstart, but it's still relevant today. So we are internally keeping this alive. So we are working now on towards turning this MVP into a product. And very recently, we have started to extend that MVP towards digital product passport for agri-food items. Our main competence lies in the fact that we are a digital company, so we are working mainly around cloud and edge computing, cybersecurity, blockchain, mobile applications, such and such. But very importantly, we work very closely with stakeholders from agri-food, which is the target market, and not only agri-food, the entire value chain of agri-food. So we are working very closely with right from the farmers until retailers and every other player in between, so as to make our solution, create a solution that's definitely what they are looking for. So in this project, what the problem that we want to solve is twofold. One is real-time detection of counterfeit agri-food items. and second one being developing sustainable pathway towards near zero food loss and waste. I mean, even in 2023, these two problems are like the most relevant when you see the entire agri-food value chain, and needs urgent attention if we are to meet our Green Deal goals as well as environmental goals that have been set by the European Commission. So in terms of suitability of the solution, so we are mainly targeting two areas. One is food safety using blockchain, another is sustainability. So here the idea is to create data-driven and AI-enabled solution towards achieving near zero food loss and waste. In terms of expertise, we are looking for partners mainly to pilot the solution, both around food safety and food loss and waste reduction. And definitely another partner who is willing to, use our digital solutions for their agri-food product enhancements. And in terms of the collaboration goals, so definitely we are interested to forge partnership and demonstrate food safety and food loss and waste reduction with blockchain and AI using a data-driven application. So this is where the data space comes in. That's pretty much it. I wanted to stay within the 5 minutes limit, and here you have the email as well as the website details of Digitas. Feel free to contact me to set up a discussion. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Sumya. And the next one to present is Nemanja Teslić from Destiny Group. Nemanja, the floor is yours.
Hello. Thank you. Just 1 second. Do you see the presentation?
Yes, we can see it. It's not in the presenters mode, though.
No, it should be fine, right?
Yes.
So my name is Nemanja Teslić, and I'm CEO at Destiny Group, which is still not, let's say, ongoing, but we are heading there. And I'm also a research associate at the Institute of Food Technology, University of Novi Sad. And I'll be talking a little bit about database as a tool for development of bio-based businesses. So what we actually have, we have a database which is currently technological readiness 4, and we are aiming to upgrade it to technological readiness 9. We are a multidisciplinary group of researchers with areas of biochemistry, food science and technology, and similar. And we are also aiming to foster the development of circular economy in the Serbia and Balkan region. So far, Destiny Group, as a part of the Institute of Food Technology, has been engaged in many national and international scientific projects dealing with the valorization of agri-food byproducts and conceptualization of sustainable food chains. But also, since I listen a lot of presentations, I could also say that we were engaged in some Horizon 2020 project dealing with wheat, so cereal science, but also with the fish industry. So yeah, the people from the audience could also contact me regarding those, even though it's not strictly related to the database that I'm going to present now. And what I'm actually what Destiny Group currently is offering is a comprehensive database on polyphenol content in agri-food byproducts. Why this is important? Because polyphenols are health beneficial biocomponents that are present in the plants, and a lot of the plants are used by the agricultural sector and the food industry, and actually they generate a lot of waste that is rich with these polyphenols. So due to increasing human population and growing climate change issues, we need to use our natural resources in more efficient way, which includes the food as well. So we need to try to diminish the food waste. And how we are aiming or trying to help in this regard is by, let's say, this database that we already developed, where you have, so basically the polyphenol content in food industry byproducts. And you could use this database. It's easily searchable. You could explore the data in Excel. You could also download the graphs. It is really important to say that the current state of database is So the database is made with data from around 700 scientific papers, and here actually you could search polyphenol content in various agri-food byproducts by plant source, plant part, or maybe by the industry that was producing this byproduct, or maybe the pre-treatment that was used before the polyphenols were extracted from these byproducts, or maybe by the extraction technique and solvent that was used to extract polyphenols from these byproducts. Why we think this is important? Well, because if we provide valuable information about how much polyphenols you have in byproducts via this database, it could, let's say, foster the reduction of food waste, because people will be aware of it and maybe start using this byproduct as a cheap raw material, and actually in this way support the development of bio-based businesses that could use this raw material to, let's say, extract polyphenols and to obtain supplements, or maybe nutraceuticals, or maybe this information could be used by pharmaceutical sector to also to give them an idea of how much polyphenols is present where. And also because most of these data, or almost all data, were let's say taken from the scientific papers, we believe that also this data set could help us scientific institutions to maybe let's say get inspired by this data and maybe conduct some future research. As many scientists, what we lack the most is a business strategy developer, a commercialization expert that could help us to develop licensing plan of this database and also commercialization strategy. But we could also use some IT engineer to upgrade existing features of database, and also a graphic designer will be nice as well to polish the database interface and make it more user-friendly. So if you have any questions, not only regarding to database, but also like what the Institute of Food Technology is generally doing, please send me an email so I could also connect you to some of my colleagues. Thank you. Thank you very much, Nemanja. And in the meantime, we continue. Next one on the list is Roy from Terra Lima. Roy, are you here? As I don't see you. Roy, Terra Lima? No. Okay, then Robert, now the floor is yours. Robert from Marvik.
Okay, just a second, please. Yeah,
yes.
I will.
Of course, no problem, no problem.
It was a surprise now. Just a second, please. Just.
No problem.
Very nice to see you all. I'd like to change to my presentation modus. I hope this works now. Okay, just to share my screen also. So I would like to introduce Marvik, Moringa Europa Verde. We're talking about Moringa as a superfruit, and I would like to share.
Robert, sorry, we don't see it yet.
Yeah, there's some problems with sharing, I see. Doesn't work. Okay.
Maybe I can share because you sent me your presentation.
Yeah, that'll be fine. I have here a prompt, a freeze of my computer. Yeah.
No problem. It happens. Okay, I will share my screen. Give me just a second.
Thanks.
You have to unshare your.
Okay, no, I have a freeze on my computer. I would have to restart it. So I would like to do it as a sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Thanks. I would like to introduce Marvik Europa Verde. We are focusing on Moringa as a superfruit, as a biological product directly from the farmers. We build it in sustainable cultivation. We have some other bio food products, but this is our main because moringa, as I said, is a superfood, so we would like to distribute it, or we are distributing it to wholesalers and to pharmacies, like online pharmacies, also to producers of teas, biological teas, you know, from ginger, for example. And what's new here in this field? We would like to promote moringa in the European field, or in the Central European field. Like in Germany, it's not so much known, but it is used in the alternative medicine as well. And so we have a good market. We have customers in North America, also in Europe. And we differ from suppliers from the equator. It's growing around the equator, from India and so on. And okay, I hope I'm back here now. Yeah, I could stopping changing here. Okay, there was okay. Could you hear me again? I would like to share my screen here.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, that's a problem with here my computer. That's the first time I see this. So normally this moringa, as is known from the countries around the equator, like from sources from India and Africa, and sometimes also from Latin America. But what's new for us? We guarantee a sustainable cultivation, like without pesticide, for more than 60, 70 years, because we source it from our farmers in Cuba. We have land, and we got farms from the government of Cuba, and there's this growing moringa since years, and but without any chemical on the fields and so on. So we have a sustainable cultivation from Cuba, and that's the reason why we bring the moringa also to the pharmacies. So it's really healthy. Moringa is known as an antibiotica, and it's also a vegan protein, and we see here a big market. Thank you for listening. Sorry for the circumstances.
No problem. Thank you. And then we have Justus and Will from they will share their slides additionally. They were not initially planned. And I see that Ludmila joined us a couple of minutes ago. So Ludmila, if you still like to present, please bear with us. You will be sharing just after Justus and Will. Let's keep it to 5 minutes, please, since we are limited with time. Thank you. Justus, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Justus. I'm the founder of Food Forecast, and we have developed an AI that helps bakeries, supermarkets, and the gastronomy to prevent food waste. Food waste is a big global issue, and it's estimated that food waste alone has if food waste was a country, it would be the third largest emitter of food waste, right after China and United States, contributing roughly 7% of all global greenhouse gas emissions. For us, this is economically, but also ecologically not viable. So we decided to found Food Forecast, and our big goal is to reduce food waste by 10 billion euros in a matter of 10 years. So you have to know that for our customers, food waste usually happens when they have to decide how much they want to produce for their customers. A bakery, for example, has to decide if it's sunny on the weekend that people might go out to the parks, they have a barbecue and therefore buy more baguettes. And these decisions have to be you have to take various factors into account to make these decisions. So this is where human error happens, and therefore food waste. Our AI creates predictions for the next 14 days, so they know when to produce what. We do already have some astonishing results. We reduce food waste on average by 30% for our customers, but on the other side, we also increase their revenue because they are less often sold out. And if you ask our customers what is our unique selling point, then they will tell you that everything can be automated up to 100%. An AI never takes sick days or never gets ill. And this is a very good selling point because you can remove the burden from your employees to always order and decide these things. So how does it work on a technical level? We are connected to the cash register systems, know when the customer sold what. We combine it with external factors like weather, holidays, are there school holidays, or any local events, and then train our AI, which creates forecasts for each store specifically. Currently, we have more than 1,000 stores connected in our system, more than 12 bakery chains, and currently we have 20 pilots running. Our customers have a combined revenue of over 200 million euros, and we already have some household names, for example, Kamps, which is one of the largest bakeries in Germany. Last month, also Aldi Nord recommended us to their bakery vendors to use our software because we were able to increase food waste, but also the availability of products. Right now, we venture into other branches and have 3 proof of concepts running in the systemic gastronomy with Haferkater, Burger Hut, and Beets and Roots. And this is where we will focus most of our resources in the coming years. We help our customers already save food waste, but ESG topics are also internally important for us. We try to reduce our own footprint where possible. We are remotely based. We use public transport where possible. And on the social side, we also try to help our employees make room for their family. We offer, for example, part-time jobs and pay for kindergarten, and more than 50% of our employees are women. I also want, as a founder, to incorporate our employees in the success so that they can also benefit, and therefore we have a very generous shareholder program for them. Currently, we are looking especially for data scientists and software developers to help us improve our software. And our goal for this project is to prevent food waste, not only for bakeries as it's done at the moment, but to apply our solution along the supply chain and find additional branches. So if you're interested, please get in touch with me. My name is Justus Lauten. We are from Cologne, Germany, and you can contact me at info@foodforecast.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Justus. And now we have Vincent Farrelly. Are you still here with us? Vincent?
Yes, I am, yeah. Sorry.
Yes, perfect.
My apologies. My presentation is not exactly what you have, but could you just put it up on screen, please? And I will introduce people to what we're doing.
Give me just a second.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity for presenting. We're an Irish biotechnology company, a startup. We're still small. What we do is we basically upcycle side streams from the agri-food industry, primarily whiskey, distillates, spent grains from the whiskey industry and the brewery industry. Okay, so we use the power of fungi, and we are developing a specialist fermentation program a process that will scale. And that is actually very challenging to do. So we're plugged into the universities and all that. So we grow gourmet mushrooms from the spent grains and from the liquid side streams. So what we want to do, and I don't know if this is appropriate form, but what we're trying to do is, there's a lot of waste in the agri-food business. Everywhere you turn, there is underutilized side streams, such as spent grains. And often those in turn become waste streams and incur cost. And we were looking at basically a way in which we can actually connect companies that are producing these side streams together, linking with innovating companies like ourselves that use fermentation technologies, and then linking with food companies that are looking for high-end fermented ingredients to put into their products, such as mycoprotein. So in essence, that's what we were thinking of. Could we actually create a kind of an innovation platform or a brokerage in which we can actually we could be involved in utilizing our technology and plug into other food companies that have waste streams. We get a very specific determination of what their waste streams is and how we can actually use our strains and our fermentation technology to create customized fermented products. Ideally, where this would all go is that you would have on-site fermentation. So they're just a few slides, Maya. I don't think we need to kind of go through that, but that's in essence what we do. My contact details are at the very end there, Maya, if you want to just go through there. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Vincent, for joining us. Let's double check whether, Ludmila, are you still interested in presenting? I know that you joined a couple of minutes later.
Just to say, Maya, I'll put my contact details in the chat here if anyone wants to reach out to me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Maya. I'm willing to present.
Hi, perfect. Now the floor is yours. Feel free to present.
Just find out how I can share the document. 1 second, please. Here, I see. Okay. Do you see my screen? Excellent. So hi, everybody. My name is Ludmila Kovalenko. I'm the founder and CEO of Dr. Kimchi. At Dr. Kimchi, we make food that works for you. And we aim to make healthy nutrition easy and measurable, as well as healthy. And when we talk about healthy, we talk about microbiome friendly. And microbiome refers to the bacteria living inside of our intestinal tract. So certain foods like kimchi, kefirs, contain both prebiotics and probiotics, which are essential for the health of the gut flora. And our goal is to build a solution that delivers such bacteria, but also measures them in the gut microbiome. And this way consumers can see their progress and track towards specific goals, because also certain bacteria and certain health outcomes have been brought into contact with each other. We launched our product last year. We are now available in Germany and Austria, and we sell already via some retail, such as pharmacies. Our current competencies are in food production, D2C marketing, dietary microbes, and gut microbiome analytics. Our next phase is to scale this offering and to, on the one hand, provide this food to people in a very large style. On the other hand, to run microbiome testing for consumers and then personalized foods that they need for their bacterial profile. And that will enable consumers to be very consistent and target-oriented in their decisions. So our focus in terms of the DRG4Food is on the personalized nutrition, and we want people to monitor the individual gut flora using microbiome analytics. We would like to conduct a mid to large scale nutrition intervention using our prebiotic, probiotic foods. And we would like to see if, in fact, the effects you see in the literature can be replicated as a lifestyle intervention in healthy participants. And as a next step after this, we would like to develop a personalized nutrition product. So if we, for example, establish that certain groups need certain bacteria in their food, we would like to use biotech approaches to create such foods. where we can collaborate. We are looking for expertise in the following fields: microbiome analytics labs, so specifically shotgun methodology and metabolomics, data scientists who specialize in bioinformatics and microbiome analytics, access to a customer base or a clinical group who are interested in running such nutrition intervention, app developer, because we right now one of the main problems is that such insights are not intuitive and not easily presented. That's something we'd like to address. And access to a microbiology lab where we can create such biotech foods. Our collaboration goals is to set up a pilot study to deliver the intervention for the microbiome, and also create a first consumer-facing app that allows to monitor the microbiome status. If you're interested, please feel free to reach out to me per email on LinkedIn, and I'm happy to talk more about kimchi and about microbiome analytics and our approach. Thank you.
Thank you, Ludmila, and thank you to all participants who presented today. Is there anyone else who would like to pitch? To have a last-minute pitch? We have about 5 minutes more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. No. Then we keep in touch for the official open call announcement. The presentations, the webinar recording will be available on the DRG4Food website. Next week, we will also going to open a matchmaking request, let's say, where you will only on F6S platform, where you will need only to add some basic details about your organization, the type of partners you're looking for the open call, of course, and then these public details will be announced on our website and continuously updated. Once again, thank you. I'm really looking forward to meeting at least some of you in the open call, and maybe after that also during the program. Thank you. It's been a pleasure, and we keep in touch. Have a nice day.